Today we're going to make the world's easiest and best beef jerky. You do need a dehydrator for this. It's easier if you have a square or rectangle instead of one of the round ones, but it works either way. I'm getting ready to buy one of the new Nesco Dehydrators. I'll put a link in the notes for it. All their equipment works really well. You're going to need 2 pounds of ground beef. I used 80-20 for this. I usually use 90-10, but I couldn't find any 90-10 at the store. You're going to use the Nesco powder and their jerky cure. Really easy to use. But here's the magic tool, is the jerky gun. You're going to put the jerky in here, just squeeze it out like a caulking gun. My powder was a little old. I had found it in the back of the cabinet, so I'm going to use a little water to mix it up and mix it with the beef jerky. You do not need to do this step if your powder is newer in good shape. Mine, like I said, had sat in the back of the cabinet for a while. I had lost this one and decided I'd go ahead and make it. I'm going to go ahead and just mix it up in a little water. And then I'm going to mix it into the ground beef. Again, if you have the powder, you just put the ground beef in your bowl, sprinkle the powder and the cure on top of it, and mix it up. So I used about 1/3 cup of water here, so if you ever lose some in the back of your cabinet like I did, that's all you got to do to mix it up. Don't use too much water. Only use about 1/3 cup. So again, if you've got new powder, just lay the ground beef in the bowl, cover with the powder and the cure, and mix it up. Mix it up really, really, really well. When you think you've mixed it up enough, mix it up some more. So again, here's the magic. I'm going to use the tip that comes with the jerky gun. It'll do 2 rows of beef jerky at the same time. You can put about 1 pound of ground beef into the jerky gun. Just put the top back on it, and you're ready to jerky. Just use it like a caulking gun, spread out. Mine didn't come out really easy because I had to put the water in it, so it was a little more wet, but it still worked rather well. It's a lot easier to do this, like I said, if you've got a rectangle or a square dehydrator. Again, I'll put a link in the show notes for their dehydrator. They've got 2 of them, a mini one and a larger one. It's the one I'm going to buy here soon because mine's getting a little long in the tooth, starting to make some noise. I've always just turned it up to max temperature, which on my dehydrator is 158 degrees. And usually it takes about 6 hours to finish. This, because I had the water in it, took about 7 or 8. You can just test it to make sure it's the doneness you like. I don't like it super crisp. I like mine more like a steak consistency, and it's completely safe. I lay it all out on a paper towel. Then I lay a paper towel on top of it, and I just push my hand down on it just to blot it, just to get the rest of the grease off the top of it. So I had 2 pounds of ground beef. I just broke them up, put them into the bags, and it made almost exactly 1 pound of jerky. So that means I'm only spending about $8 or $9 on a pound of beef jerky. That's a pretty good price, and this is the best beef jerky you've ever had. And now for the rating system. We have 4 categories, 1 being a lazy chef, 5 being a full home chef, for a total of up to 20 points. So for the prep time, it's about a 1. Just mix the powder into the ground beef. Number of ingredients is a 1. You just need the powder and the ground beef. Unique ingredients, I'm going to give it a 2 because you do need the powder. Unique equipment, I'm going to give it a 4 because you do need a dehydrator and the caulking gun, for a total of 8 points. If you can, I'd appreciate a like. If you can, subscribe and click the notification bell so that you get notified every Thursday at noon Central Time when we put out a new video. Thanks a lot.